I think that that's a good thing because it shows us the calls we've been getting, people want to know what's going on that they might be able to participate, and my answer to that is all that will come later. So I would ask that for those of you who are not residents or stakeholders in the 5th Ward, when we go into the workshops, you make sure that you let the residents get in their comments and questions. We don't want to have those who are interested in how they can participate to take over what this is supposed to be about. And let me tell you a little bit about what this is supposed to be about. Those of us who live in the wards where McEagle have bought properties, we have the aldermen and elected officials, we've had many meetings and letters and emails wanting to know what are the plans for the property, wanting to know what's gonna happen, how does it affect us, if the property is going to be maintained, calling in reports for it, and we have heard you and we have tried to respond to all of that. So we have had some meetings with Paul McKee and his planning team. We have voiced the concerns that have been made to us over and over again, and we've had some really serious conversations. One of the things that I always say is, most of my residents, hardly ever does anyone tell me they don't want to see development. We know we need development, and we've been working on trying to get development for a long time. But we do want to live in safe, clean environments, and we do want to be able to have input and know what's coming. And that's one of the reasons why we did a 5th Ward plan probably about 8 years ago now, with the community letting us know everything that they desired and wanted to see, and then the planners came back and let us know what was feasible, and we went back and forth and came up with some blueprints on what we could what we thought we could have. Since that time, we've been busy trying to get development, and I have asked the developers and planners to look at what we had, and from what I've seen so far and been able to dialogue about, they have done that. And many of the concepts that you see, if those of you who went through the 5th Ward plan, you know, we talked about the same things. So I think it's important, one of the other emphasis that I've made is to start community engagement, have meetings to show what you propose and get people's input. We need to know how it impacts us. We need to know that it will be good for us. We need to know how we can participate. And some of the things that I've talked about with the developers, creating collaborations and partnerships with the service providers and nonprofits that are here, not trying to recreate things that we already have. So just one example, when it comes to the jobs, you'll see slides of job creation. Well, we have commitments to work with the nonprofits in our ward who will be kind of the go-between with the agencies that are already out here that do job training. And if we get out here and put forth a real effort and get our people to the job training classes, as long as we have a commitment from the developer that the companies that come, that our people will give first priority on jobs. We understand if there's a specialty, if you need a master's degree in bioscience or something, and then if we don't have anyone who's qualified, fine. But if we do, we want to be considered for the job. So that's just one example of what we're encouraging them to do with creating partners, and that's important to me, so that's why I brought that up. But what I hope you'll do is get in your questions and comments and your concerns, all the things that you've been telling us. We have them here now so we can convey it to them, and then we will continue to do that. One of the things that you may have seen in the media is keep talking about May the 27th. I just want to be clear that that is for them to take their financial plans and redevelopment plans to the mayor's office and the SLDC. Nothing is coming to the Board of Aldermen. And if the mayor's office, as they look at it, starts moving it down through their process that they take a developer through, it would not get to the Board of Aldermen until September. And so understand that, because I've had some calls about that. So we are trying to continue to work on this engagement piece, reach some consensus about things that might be an opportunity that would help our community, along with getting commitments and building partnerships, and really having the developer come to show us who he is, what his team is about, and how we're willing to, if they're willing to work together, and how we're willing to listen to the residents. So I appreciate you coming, and ask again that everyone would respect the residents in a way in which you make sure that you don't overtake the meetings with questions, but that the residents have an opportunity when you go into the workshops to be able to get their questions and concerns in. Thank you.